Greetings, fellow wanderers of the 40th millennium. This is Arndelft. Today I'm just going to talk a little bit about a find that I got. Well, a find that I found. I was at just, some random thrift store when I came across some Warhammer 40k books. The first one being Crossfire, which I am in the middle of reading, by Matthew Farrer. The second of which is Legacy, I believe the second one in the series. And thirdly, Blind, the last one in the series. And, I'm rather thrilled to have found something new. Something especially that isn't from something high and mighty. Not the Adeptus Astartes, though the Imperial Guard aren't particularly high and mighty. They have some good novels from Dan Abnett and the Gaunt's Ghosts. And not the Inquisition, something that has some intrigue and whatnot, someone who doesn't have absolute authority or massive, limitless... Well, the Astartes don't have limitless firepower, but still. And nobody really knows how to write from a super soldier's perspective that I've seen. But it is really refreshing to find published novels of these kind. And the really awesome part is that so far, it's done well. Matthew Farrer seems to actually have a decent idea of what such a millennium would be like, what the Mechanicus would be like, what has to happen when someone comes to a new world, etc., etc., etc. And I'm honestly enjoying the book so far, and I'm starting to have really high hopes for it. No expectations, since I've never read Matthew Farrer before and don't know how he is. But high hopes. Don't mingle hope and expectation. That is the first step on the road to despair. But I'll go ahead and read the back of Crossfire, which is the book I'm currently reading. A Shira Calpurnia novel. The bustling dockyards of the Hydrofer system are home to the mighty Imperial war fleets, which dock, rearm, and repair in an endless cycle of war. But even this bastion of Imperial rule is not free from darkness. Newly assigned Arbites officer Shira Calpurnia finds herself in the thick of the action when she investigates a series of assassination attempts. With the corruption and double crosses of the Hydrofer elite dogging every step of her investigation, Calpurnia must survive the crossfire and bring her faceless enemy to justice. And I don't know who Starlog is, but they had rip-roaring battle sequences and out of combat. Out and out of combat? Oh, that was SFX, sorry. Dark stories from a dark future. Starlog. And, it just has some more stories listed from the Black Library. I think this is the very first story by Matthew Farrer. And it's interesting that he would tackle the Arbites, because I haven't heard of anyone else who has. And I think it's absolutely awesome that he has. I am quite eager to see where this goes. And he had a rendition of the Sisters of Battle in there. It was quite awesome. And just the whole political systems, the clashing, the interfighting. I mean, even on the back, it talked about that a little bit, how they're betraying, dogging her every step, just making her job that much more difficult. And who knows which of them are actually servants of the Ever and which of them are the morons who are behind the assassination attempts, who might actually be heretics or actually consider themselves loyal to the throne. Stuff like this is what I wish was in the series a whole lot more. A lot more. I wish Warhammer 40k had more of the dogged, on the streets kind of novels. Everybody seems so eager to try and tackle the Space Marines. It's irritating. It's downright irritating because they pretend like they're toy soldiers and they have no idea of what being raised as a warrior and that sheer indoctrination would be like. But I think Matthew Farrer, so far, he's at least a competent author. A lot of the authors out there, those who do and don't try to write Space Marines aren't even competent. I don't understand how they became published. They're just all kinds of disasters, including helmets that dissolve underwater, even though they can withstand the tensions of space. You can wear it in space and be just fine, but the moment it's underwater, your helmet just dissolves. You know, sucks to be you. But in any case, I am quite eager to figure out where these go. And I've got 3 of them. I'm honestly hoping that there's more. Because the last one, the series Blind, says also in the same series Crossfire and Legacy. However, I think I have seen her before. You know, where's a better shot? That's definitely not a better shot of her. That's sort of a better shot with her and her squad. There we go. Sort of. Focus. Focus, camera. Focus on her face. Yeah, the camera's not focusing. But I think I have seen Adeptus Arbite's cover before. That's different from all 3 of these. So either somebody did some random cover art, happened to be of a female Adeptus Arbite's officer, or it is actually of her and they just did some different concept art, or there are more novels of the Shira Calpurnia series out there that I need to get my hands on after I'm done with these 3. If anybody has information pertaining to that, I would love to hear from you on the matter. I'm going to continue reading through it, and once I'm actually done with Crossfire, I will go ahead and give my final review on it. And, you know, I've got high hopes on the matter. Well, I can't mix expectation and hope, but as I said, high hopes. So we're just going to have to wait and see. In any case, as I said before, if you have any feedback, leave it in the comment section below. If you like this video, go and give it a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, go and give it a thumbs down. And if you genuinely enjoy this kind of content, subscribe. In that case, don't get into too much trouble, or do. It's always up to you. Toodles.